Hello, everyone, and welcome to the most prominent podcast dedicated to New Japan Pro Wrestling content. Chris's Chaos, right here on ChannelCortez33. I am your host, Chris Cortez, and on this Tuesday, July 30th, 2024, I am giving you the IWC's best review, albeit late review, of the G1 Climax 34 Night 4. So, finally got everything moved into our house, and we are setting it up. We are trying to finish this transition, this PCSing, and we are almost about there, hanging up wall decor, watching a little bit of the Olympics, good stuff. Had to go back and watch a little bit of The Boys. I got to get back into Cobra Kai. Haven't even watched the new season yet. Setting up a lot of the electronics in the living room, the bedroom, setting up the kitchen. All this stuff it takes a long time. I mean, from the moment we left, it was, we really, since the time we first got some of our stuff shipped out, it was early May. And then the first time we actually left our house, we were displaced for about end of May. Okay. So then finally we move into this place. It's, that's kind of like mid-July still. No, not much furniture. So kind of camping out in the new apartment. Then finally, furniture started coming in. And here we are. By the end of this week, we should be just about right as rain. And we'll finally have some guests come over and hang out with us. And we can actually confidently present our new apartment. Okay, so it's been a process. That being said, I am behind. I am behind on nights, the G1 Climax. I told you that was going to happen. I had no idea how bad it would be. But, of course, you hope for the best. And so I am behind a few nights. I got to go back and watch 5 and 6, which I will do at the end of immediately after this video. And I will do a review of nights 5 and 6 together. Because they're both, it's A block, B block, do them together. I know I've seen other podcasters do that as well. And as much as I don't like to do it because I want to focus on my attention on each night and just kind of give it my full attention, I'm going to have to, do a little more streamlining, no pun intended, of nights 5 and 6 together. Okay, so I'll focus in on the singles matches for the G1, and that'll catch me up to night 8. I'll watch, of course, night 7 and night 8. I'll probably do night 7 and night 8 together as well, and then we will night 9 do it by itself. Okay, that's the idea. That's a good plan. Then we can get into the brackets and have some fun with that. So again, night 4 was held earlier today on July 20. It was earlier today, so it was held on July 25th. That was Thursday. That's when I first started watching it, and I had gotten through maybe 7 of them, all 7, like the first 7 matches of the night, but never just couldn't get through to all the matches. Until now, whether it was me just kind of vegging out after a hard day's work of moving stuff, cleaning stuff, it's never ending. And this one, though, at Sunmese, it's Kagawa. It's the Kagawa Arena in Takamatsu, Kagawa, right? Again, that's 6:30 p.m. time. This was more evening. This is 5:30 a.m. for DC, New York, So LA time, 2:30 in the morning. For me in Germany is 11:30. So really, they're focusing more in on the Japanese audience for now. And it was, we'll get into the tag matches. I wrote a little bit about the tag matches, but really we got to jump into the singles matches. Get this review out of the way. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe at ChannelCortez33. Join me on Twitter, Instagram. I'm available. Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button. Give me some likes. And please follow up with some comments on how you think the G1 is going. And before you know it, we'll be done with the round robin and right into brackets. So first match, we had Katsuya Murashima and Toriano versus Sanada. Taka Michinoku of the Just 5 guys. Always a pleasure to see Taka Michinoku. The guy just looks incredible. 50 years old. Looks incredible. It was a nice showcase for Murashima to see what he could do against opponents like Sonata and Taka. And he's about 23 years old going up against 50-year-old Taka Michinoku. It makes great. They looked great. Taka makes Murashima tap out with the just face lock for the win, and that was beautiful. That's it. So, second match: Shomikado, Tomoaki Honma, and Shota Umino versus United Empires: Francesco Akira, Callum Newman, and Great Khan. 6-man tag team match. And Kata with a roll up. Akira fires back with a roundhouse, dead center, rights, and fireball knees to seal the win. So Akira, gets that win. First match in G1 that I think Khan can even claim a win. But Umino has to stare down with him. They're gonna wrestle in night 5. So we'll talk about that. We got third match: the Mighty Don't Kneel. Kosei Fujita, Zack Sabre Jr. versus Bullet Club's War Dogs. Gabe, Kid, Jake Lee. Kid and Lee, I mean, they seem to be working in unison together throughout this match. Early on, Lee sends Sabre's knees into the guardrail, taking him out. Both Kid and Lee flick off the crowd. Four middle fingers. We get painfall victory from Kid on Fuji. Pinfall victory from Kid on Fujita. That's more or less what happened. So yeah, I mean, it was nice to see the Bullet Club working together, And Los Ingobernables de Japón, Naito, Takagi working very well together against Dick Togo and Evil. They seem to be, harmonized in the Ungovernables. And this is just after Shingo defeated Tetsuya Naito in the first round. They connect fists. They're cool. Harmonized and tranquilo, as I put it. Evil has some time to work the knee of Naito. All right. Shingo tagged in to unleash the dragon on Evil. Evil stops Takagi time. Takagi, though, he hits the bomber on Dick Togo. It's over for the win. So that is it. Callum Newman joins Walker Stewart on commentary. Doing a lot of work, that Callum Newman. Commentating, tag matches and singles matches. Always doing double duty, this Callum Newman. I like it. But not if it affects his matches, like him versus Sabre. Kind of knew he was going to take that fall. So we'll get into the fifth match, the first of the B block singles matches. Hiroki Goto versus Oleg, Bolton Oleg, and it was a pretty good, solid, match. Went for about 10 minutes and 17 seconds. Had a feeling that Goto was going to get this win. Bell sounds, they lock up. Oleg takes Goto to the ropes. Clean break. Test of strength. Oleg overpowers Goto. Quickly, no surprise there. Goto rolls back to reverse and then into a headlock. Oleg pushes off and shoulder tackles. No falls, but Oleg looks to have the advantage. 2 more Goto, falls. Oleg chops Goto in the corner, followed by shoulder strikes, a body slam, pin attempt. Oleg applies the Boston Crab. Some struggle between the two. He gets that Boston Crab, though. Goto crawls to the rope for the break. Big chop and splash. Missed in the corner, but not the boot. Goto, however, hits a misdirection lariat, catches Oleg off his guard and off his feet. Goto whip to the corner and spinning heel kick, back suplex, pin attempt. Goto attempts a lift. Oleg pounds the back to stop that. We get a gut wrench by Oleg, swinging Goto several times like a child to the slam and a kick up. Big Oleg splash in the corner, but Goto catches Oleg with the Ushigoroshi. Both down for a while, but rise up, striking each other. Oleg gaining momentum, but Goto catches him with an inverted GTR, big Oleg drop kick. Another Oleg splash, body slam, Bolton bomb, near fall. Kamikaze counter to a Goto sleeper hold. Oleg falls to the mat. Goto breaks and goes for the kick, and Oleg catches him for a landslide near fall. Not sure why Goto let go of that, what's called the submission, that he had. He goes for the Kazi. Goto's still in the series with a series of roll-ups, big headbutt, big Goto kick, Goto Revolution for the win. Goto now 1-2 faces Tsuji. Oleg 1-2 takes on ELP. So nice little match. And sixth match, Jeff Cobb, Ren Narita. This was the big surprise to me. I did not think Narita was going to win this match like he did. I mean, he was definitely due for the he was due for another win. That's great. He's 2-1. I can't believe it. And now Cobb 1-2. So we'll see what happens. I think he's going to face Uemura in night 5. He will win, or night 6 rather. I could see him get the win, especially after Uemura's match with Takeshita, which we will talk about later. So Narita must be thinking, he gets up, he jumps Cobb basically, belly to belly into the chairs by Cobb though. Okay. And Cobb's just beating up on him on the outside, pulls his shirt. Cobb hits the back in the ring, surfboard. Cobb strikes, dropping Ren, misses the standing moonsault. Narita targets the knee using the corner post, tosses Cobb outside, and continues to attack on the floor. Big chair to the knee. Narita back in, lets the ref count. Cobb struggles to make his way back in. More work on the knee. Cobb, though, striking while hopping on one foot. And Narita, he grinds the face of Cobb along the top rope. Good heel tactic. Pump kick sends Cobb down. Narita back to the knee. Knee lock. Only option for Cobb is to get the rope break. Narita brings in a chair. Marty Asami jumps in, tries to stop Narita. Okay. We get a nice crossbody by Cobb. Shoulder tackles. Leaping shoulder tackle. Lariat, big toss-up on Narita. Pin attempt into the moonsault. This time he does connect, does Cobb. Narita runs the ropes, pump kick, guillotine, running leg drop. I love that move. That running guillotine leg drop by Narita is great. And Narita back up, first tries for a lift, cannot, so switches to the leg lock. Cobb cried in pain. Never heard him cry that hard, too. He's just, screaming in agony. Thrust kick by Narita, but Cobb catches Narita with an F5. Near fall, Cobb back in. He's back up. Lifts Narita, almost strikes the ref. Narita hits the chop block, grabs the push-up bar. Cobb catches the bar, tosses Narita, decides to attack with it. Marty stops him, leading to a big low blow, double cross by Narita for the victory. I was shocked. Great performance, great match. Great performance by Narita. I was very surprised. He's now 2-1, faces David Finlay next. This will be interesting. House of Torture and the War Dogs going at it within their Bullet Club family. So, Cobb, 1-2. This match went about 14 minutes, 58 seconds. So, nice little match. This was a great match coming up. 7th match, El Fantasmo, ELP with Jado versus Yota Tsuji, B block singles match. Had to give it to ELP. I just knew he had to get this win. And 17 minutes, 57 seconds, a hard-fought match against a giant of a man in Yota Tsuji. He was 0-2 was ELP going to this. Tsuji was 1-1. I was watching this. I was about to start this when the movers came in to take the lending furniture that we were using for a while. But the bell rings. Yota points to the audience, chanting his name. They lock up. Tsuji takes the arm. ELP rolls through, takes the leg into a surfboard. Tsuji rolls, try to pin. Back up. They lock up again. Yota headlock strikes from ELP. ELP in a whip, shoulder tackle by Yota. ELP the faster of the two during some running of the ropes trip pin attempt by ELP. Yota says, bring it. And so he does with a big chop from ELP. Yota chops, but not as harshly, surprisingly. ELP takes another shot at Yota, bringing Yota to his knees. ELP flexes. Yota's smiling. He appears he's been toying with ELP, who then slaps Yota in anger. He then takes the arm, hits the Hurricane off the ropes. Yota starts to take ELP a little more seriously, catches him. Big kick on the outside after a suicide attempt by ELP. Now on the floor, Yota drops ELP on the ring edge. It was great. Back in, pin attempt, only one. Much harder chop from Yota this time. Sends ELP to the corner. Shoulder blocks in the corner. Then a variation code breaker. Head scissors to ELP's torso. It was great. While also locking the arm. I like that. ELP rolls to the bottom rope. Back up. ELP chops Yota, who's not feeling much of the effect. Chops back to the send. ELP back down. Knee to ELP. Runs the ropes. ELP catches him with a drop kick. Kick up, then running forearm strikes to Yota. Catches him with a crossbody. Then into that moonsault pin attempt. ELP lifts Yota for a helicopter. Then drops Yota hard. Near fall. Wasn't expecting that to come from ELP to Yota. He comes back this time with a clothesline, sending Yoda over the top rope and onto the floor. ELP hits that suicide dive. Big roundhouse kick to the side of Yoda's head. ELP back in the ring, but then goes to the top, hits the Thunder Kiss onto the floor. His knee seems to have paid the price. A little tweaked. Ref counts. ELP brings Yoda over the barricade, back in the ring. And wants to win this one without a doubt. Hits the senton. Still, his knee is in pain. Takes too much time to hit the moonsault and misses. So catches Yoda, though, with a boot. From the corner, Yoda strikes and hits the dragon screw. Then slams the knee, applies a variation clover leaf submission to further damage the knee. ELP grabs the ropes for a break. Yoda applies pressure on the knee with his foot. Chop from ELP. Yoda goes low again, dropping ELP forearms from ELP, and again, Yoda kicks him from under. Now they start exchanging hard forearms. ELP with a headbutt and hits Insiguri. Yoda catches him with a GTR stomp near fall. He lifts ELP, who tries a couple more roll-ups. Yoda hits another curb stomp to shut that down. Marlowe crash by Yoda misses. ELP hits that tornado DDT. Falcon arrow by Yoda. Very near fall after that sequence. Super kick from ELP. Hits that CR2. Late pin attempt. Only 2. ELP to the top. Gets caught with a kick. Yoda now up top. ELP headbutts him down. Thunder Kiss lands on Yoda's knees. Roll up, which ELP uses as a reverse. A roll up from Yoda after hitting the knees onto ELP, but ELP reverses for the victory. And it's very clear that ELP's right shoulder was up. So walk us through it if you need clarification. Just watch the replay. ELP now 1 and 2. Great match. Great match. One of my favorites of the night. Probably my favorite of the night. Yeah. This next match is hard hitting. And again, all my predictions kind of coming clear now. Now it's like, especially after we see all these, like, what's going on with the losses that Finley's taken. He was 0-2 going into this one. So you knew he had to win this one. So it's like pretty obvious. So Henare, could take the loss. But they go right into each other, crashing into each other, forearms exchanges. This one doesn't go as long as the ELP Yoda match. It's about a minute, about almost 2 minutes less, but still felt like a longer match. It was definitely one of the longer matches of the night. And they crash into each other, forearm exchanges, history of just matches stretching back to their dojo days. Henare takes Finley down with a clothesline. Snapmare misses the kick. Finley rolls out of the ring to slow down the pace. Outside, he spits on the never openweight championship. Back in the ring, Finley and Henare exchange more shots. Henare wins that sequence with the headbutts. Finley spits in the face of Henare, then they go back to striking each other. Clearly trying to disrespect the champion, the never openweight championship, because he is the global champion, is Finley. So he's trying to establish a hierarchy, if you will. Finley clotheslines Henare. They both flip over the top rope. Finley crashes Henare into the barricade a few times, flicks off Newman. That's right. Call him Newman. Henare cannot escape being tossed into the ring post. Finley taking a real R&R break. Back in the ring, pin attempt, sit down attack, chin lock, elbow drop, Gato cursing outside. I don't even know what he's cursing. Finley dishing out more disrespect. Punishment, Russian leg sweep. Finley barking and runs. He likes to bark nowadays. Runs into Henare's shoulder. Bounces back with the Irish backbreaker, pin attempt. He then turns Henare over the Boston Crab, switches to the single leg, back to the Boston before the rope break. A couple more kicks and a come on bitch by David Finley, followed by strikes in the corner. Slams his head in the corner, mocking Henare, who retaliates with the Samoan drop. Henare maintains control with a whip to the corner, followed by more strikes. Lifts Finley up, drops him, senton splash, rugby punt, and a berserker bomb, all from Henare. Back up, Henare tells Finley to bring it. And so Finley delivers some hard forearms, but Henare hits Finley with a gut check, taking him down nicely. Henare brings Finley up again for another strike. Hard lariat, followed by a near fall. He measures Finley from the corner, but he runs right into a swinging DDT. Very good. Both are down. Big forearm exchanges, getting back up. Big kick from Henare, rolling elbow, lariat from Finley to take down Henare. Quick pin attempt, only one. Dominator, near fall. High knee from Henare. Running knee counter to a powerbomb from Finley. Another near fall. You get Rampage 2 times from Henare. only a near fall still. Streets of Rage, counter to a pin attempt, and then Finlay counters with Overkill for the 1-2-3. It's Overkill. 16:09, not a bad, time. A good amount of time. I feel like they were able to slug it out and really, do what they needed to do. And so, yeah, this was a great match. But I think I still liked ELP's and Tsuji's match more. And of course, the next match, the main event, ninth match, Yuya Uemura versus Konosuke Takeshita. Big match, okay? And really certainly delivered at 23 minutes and 10 seconds. This match was good. This was hard hitting. They really took it up to the fifth gear, towards the end. I loved it. Let's talk about some of the key moments in this match. Uemura, for the most part at the beginning, in control with some chain wrestling to start, drops some elbows, works the arm, big clothesline over the top, and Yuya skins the cat back in, leaps over the top rope, right into Takeshita's right hook. Big suplex on the ramp by Konosuke Takeshita. Second rope senton, near fall, then to the chin lock, near rear naked choke. Big power drive knee right to Uemura's head. Uemura eventually comes back with his for a while there, the heel's in control with Takeshita doing what he needed to do. But Uemura comes back with his arm drag, drop kick, nice back suplex, incredible deadlift avalanche, though, suplex by Takeshita. Tope con hilo by Takeshita, beautiful. Yuya whips Konosuke to the corner post. This stops Konosuke in his tracks big time. Accidentally hits the post with his fist or his elbow, nearly shatters it. He's then rammed into the barricade. Yuya with a running chop, cross-barred body into the armbar. Big German suplex, but Konosuke with a lariat and a drop kick from Yuya. Nice dragon suplex from Yuya at this point. He's bleeding from the mouth. Get a haluva kick from Takeshita. Nice Frankensteiner into a pin from Yuya. This is where they are just going into that top gear. Armbar, rope break, frog splash, near fall from Yuya. Big wheelbarrow German suplex from Takeshita. Backslide Yuya. And we get a headbutt. And headbutts Takeshita. Yuya runs Takeshita into the corner. All the while he's overhooking the arms. He's setting him up for deadbolt. He hits it. 23 minutes, 10 seconds. Your winner is Yuya Uemura. I had a feeling if there was going to be a guy to take out Takeshita in this tournament, I felt like Uemura would be the guy to do it. And so he was. So that is your night 4. Okay, we are going to. I'm going to do a quick review. Quick predictions. I have not seen night 5. I have not looked at the results, so I'm not like trying to make weird predictions. But just right into the 5th match, we'll jump in with the singles matches. Okay, or sorry, the 6th match, because it appears to be. How many matches are there in this one? Let's see what we got here. Yeah, there's 10 matches, so they're going to have a few, tag matches to start this thing off. I like Goto and Hanma versus Yoda and Bushi. That'll be fun. Okay, let's just talk about this. Shingo versus Newman. Man, I think Shingo's going to keep going. I think he's going to have a win on this. He needs to go strong. I'm going to give it to him. Maybe Newman needs a win, though. So I'm just going to go with Shingo on this one. Sonata versus Gabe Kidd. I'm going with Sonata. Sonata needs it. Shota Umino versus Great-O-Khan. Man, does Great-O-Khan need a win. You got Jake Lee versus Zack Sabre. I think Jake Lee is now due for the win. Sabre's doing great. I think he could, take the loss. You got Tetsuya Naito versus King of Darkness, Evil. Naito. Got to give it to Naito. So that's my predictions for night 4. I'm going to go right into this, load up this video, make some quick edits, and ship it out to YouTube Central, and get this thing going so I can watch nights 5 and night 6 today and tonight and tomorrow. Have a nice video for nights 5 and night 6, and then get to 7 and 8. I know that nights they haven't shown night 8. It's probably going to happen tomorrow if I look at the schedule, but I'm trying to avoid looking at things right now. but the 29th was the last one that they did. So, yeah, we'll get into it. We'll watch it. And we'll catch up to 9 and break into the brackets. All right. On that note, it's been great. Please hit that like or subscribe button at ChannelCortez33 for your Twitter and Instagram. You have a great day. If I don't see you tonight throughout the day with another video, I will hopefully upload that video tomorrow for nights 5 and night 6. So have a good one and take care. Bye.